Yes, good afternoon people. Another quick video. Today we're diving into the latest drama surrounding Nigel Farage's Reform Party. Rupert Lowe has had the whip removed and is now suspended from the party. So what's really going on? Let's break it all down. But before I get into it, share, comment, like and subscribe. It really helps the growth of my channel. What's going on with the Reform UK party? Rupert Lowe, who was recently suspended from the Reform Party over allegations of bullying, is now facing an investigation by the Metropolitan Police for alleged threats of violence against Reform Party Chairman Zia Yousuf. The party reported the Great Yarmouth MP to the police on March the 6th, citing threats that allegedly took place in December 2024. Writing on social media, Lowe 67 claimed he was unaware of the specific allegations, but strongly denied any wrongdoing. He stated that his lawyers had contacted the police and assured them of his full cooperation with the investigation. Lowe insists that his suspension is politically motivated, calling it retaliation for an interview he gave last week in which he openly criticised Reform leader Nigel Farage. He took aim at the party's decision-making processes, accusing Farage of having a dictatorship style of leadership. Lowe now finds himself in the same boat as Howard Cox and Ben Habib, both sidelined for daring to challenge Nigel Farage. Lowe's Westminster staff have rallied behind him, penning a letter expressing their admiration and insisting he is not a bully. They described their experience working with him as positive and supportive. However, others argue that Lowe is simply paying the price for challenging Farage, reinforcing the notion that dissent within Reform UK comes at a price. But will this internal turmoil come back to haunt Reform UK in the upcoming local elections this May? With the party riding high in the polls, Farage and Reform UK can hardly afford these distractions. And if the fallout continues, it could prove damaging at a crucial moment. Former party member Ben Habib has gone on record saying Reform Chairman Zia Yousuf and leader Nigel Farage should resign, suggested that Rupert Lowe should take over as leader of Reform UK. He went further, criticising Farage, saying we don't need this narcissistic circus running Reform. He's swanning around, rarely showing up in his constituency. He's a malign sideshow and unfit to be Prime Minister. Habib quit Reform UK in November 2024, citing concerns over the party's structure as well as in fundamental differences with the party leader Nigel Farage over Brexit and disagreements over immigration, with Habib, like Lowe, in favour of mass deportations. Are these the words of a bitter man, or is there some truth in these accusations? Ben Habib has also flirted with the idea of forming a breakaway right-wing party alongside Rupert Lowe. If that was to happen, it could siphon off a significant portion of Reform's voter base, potentially dooming the party's chances of ever gaining real power. But serious questions remain. If Rupert Lowe's alleged threats of violence and bullying occurred in December, why weren't they reported to police at the time? And why wasn't he suspended immediately? The timing of his suspension coming just after he criticised Nigel Farage in an interview, certainly raises eyebrows. Was this a genuine disciplinary action, or was it a politically motivated purge? I think it was the latter. Lowe also accused Nigel Farage of trying to silence him on the issue of Pakistani grooming gangs, referencing the ongoing investigation into child sexual exploitation in Rotherham between 1997 and 2013. He said, at a speech in Essex, "I was instructed by Farage's team, sanctioned by him, to remove a call to deport all complicit foreign national family members. I ignored them." And Nigel Farage has since admitted on GB News that he instructed Rupert Lowe to avoid using terms like repatriation and mass deportations, saying, "Once we are elected, we will act." There was a belief from senior Reform UK figures that Rupert Lowe's language on the rape gangs was too strong, too robust and too tough. In response, Farage stated that since there is no way back into the Reform Party for Rupert Lowe, he told Reform MP Lee Anderson, "I will slit the throat of Reform Party." He then accused Lowe of attempting to cause maximum damage to the party. And I'll end with this. The feud that has engulfed Nigel Farage Reform UK Party in recent weeks could have lasting consequences. Former member Ben Habib and suspended member Rupert Lowe have accused Farage of swanning around, frequently travelling to America to support Donald Trump, while neglecting his constituents, claiming he is unfit to run the country. Where have I heard that before? Oh yeah, Nigel's mate, Elon Musk, said the same thing about him. He's not fit to run the country. But whether or not that's true isn't the point. Under Farage's leadership, Reform UK has made significant gains nationwide, with polls suggesting they are the main challenger to Labour in the next general election. However, in my opinion, this infighting could cost them dearly, especially if Ben Habib and Rupert Lowe follow through with their plan to start a rival right-wing party, which would severely damage Reform's chances of ever being elected. Lowe has since extended an olive branch, invited Farage to dinner to settle their differences in private, but Farage has completely ignored the offer. Rupert Lowe champions a hardline stance on immigration, advocated mass deportation and a Trump-style Britain First approach, an idea that strikes a chord with many across the country. While he may not have Nigel Farage's charisma, some argue he makes up for it with real substance. And at the same time, Nigel Farage is increasingly being seen as a showman rather than a statesman, loud on rhetoric but lacking real depth. As the political landscape shifts, Lowe's no-nonsense Britain First agenda is gaining traction, leaving Farage's legacy in question. Could this mark the rise of a new, more pragmatic voice in British politics? Recent polls indicate that a third of Reform voters believe the party would be better off without Nigel Farage as leader. However, 7 out of 10 Reform voters admit they don't know who Rupert Lowe is. But as we all know, a week in politics is a long time and anything can change. Tell me what you guys think of that one and leave your comments below. Thanks for watching. Share, comment, like and subscribe. And until the next one, out of here.